Singer-songwriter Paolo Sandejas gets out of his comfort zone. He releases his first ever Tagalog song called Misteryo. Now, Paolo is with us, and of course, as many of you know, he is the son of our very own Christine. Hi, Paolo. Good morning. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Paolo. Thank you for having me. Great to be here.
Two Paulos on screen here. First of all, congratulations to you. And tell us more, ano ba tong misteryo na pinag-uusapan natin?
Okay. So basically, Misteryo is about just not being able to read someone anymore. That was the initial idea going into it. And when I wrote the song with Eunice Jorge, we were mostly going back and forth on that idea. So, because I originally wrote the song in English and that was what it was about. So we just kind of translated it and went back and forth over the idea, as I said. And yeah, I'm really proud of how it came out. And I'm super excited for you guys to hear it as well. So go check it out.
This is pretty cool. And now I'm sure, English is probably your first language. Filipino may not have been your first thought. And it's a pretty big deal that you actually have released a song in Tagalog. How difficult was that? To think in English, translate it in Tagalog, and sort of get the same emotion across?
Well, writing a Tagalog or Filipino song was definitely one of my goals as an artist and as an OPM artist, of course. And I'm just happy I finally got to do that. It was a challenge, I have to admit, but I feel like I'm just trying to get familiar with the language and trying to use it more so that eventually I can write it on my own.
Right.
So that's the end goal here. And I'm hoping to put out more in the future, of course.
Well,
so.
it certainly looks like it's a successful endeavor. I mean, look at you. It looks very natural. It looks like you're having a lot of fun. What are you trying to convey here with Misteryo?
What am I trying to say? I guess it's more of just like an anthem, I guess, for people who are going through similar situation. It's not really it wasn't really a personal experience for me this time around because I was just kind of working off how the chords sounded, and that's kind of how the chords sounded to me. That was the story that I was trying to tell. So that's the approach I went with the song. And if anyone's going through a similar situation of just like not being able to read someone anymore, this is the song for you guys.
Right. Okay. Now, the song is produced by OPM band Grace Notes lead singer Eunice Jorge, as you mentioned, co-written by OPM composer Darwin Hernandez. Some real heavyweights on board here. What is this collaboration like? I mean, is collaboration new to you? Do you enjoy it? Where do you take it from here?
I think as for any artist, collaboration is really important because again, like you mentioned earlier, it helps you get out of your comfort zone and learn to work with other people and also, of course, explore different like sounds and genres. So I feel like working with Eunice definitely did that. She's such an amazing producer. So shout out Eunice. I will continue to shout you out forever because I really love the way the song turned out and it wouldn't have happened without you. And Sir Darwin, of course. So It's amazing. I was so lucky to work with them.
All right, really cool. A lot of the artists that we interview now really sort of talk about this phase that we're in where collaboration has sort of become a little easier. I mean, the whole idea of working from home and remote working has sort of opened doors. Was it easy to collaborate? I mean, it seems like people don't necessarily have to be in the same room at the same time. And there's so many opportunities now to be able to sort of collaborate with artists that you wouldn't necessarily have access to before.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's like both a challenge and a blessing at the same time. Because one, you can contact anyone and just have a Zoom call with them and collaborate. But it's totally different to be in the same room as that person and kind of bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
But that was basically what happened with me, Sir Darwin, and Eunice. We were just on a Zoom call or we'd just be in a Viber chat and just go back and forth with ideas. Oh, Pao, this is the next verse. What do you think? And I'm not sure about this line. Maybe we can tweak this a little bit and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of back and forth talaga, but yeah, it was really fun working with them, of course, and very easy, very straightforward.
All right, listen, Pao, Misteryo is your second single this 2021. What's next for you? What can we expect from you? More Tagalog? Dadami pa ba ang mga Tagalog songs mo?
Of course, I really want to, and I think if people enjoy it, I can't argue with that. And definitely, like I said earlier, it's something that's always been a goal of mine. So definitely more Tagalog to come and more songs this year. So watch out for that, guys.
All right, Pao, your mom is with me right now, obviously, sitting beside me, and I can see her sort of...
the camera.
I can see her nodding. Yes, good answer. Yeah,
Morning.
That's right. That's the way it is. Let's talk about your relationship with your mom. What's the most important tip that you learned from your mom obviously who understands the industry. Does it help that you have an industry insider, so to speak, sort of showing you or leading you along the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that I've considered to be a very much a blessing for me, especially as like, a young artist in the industry. I'd be nowhere without my mom. Like you see in the pictures, am I pointing the right direction? Doing it this way. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, one advice that she gave me, I guess, is just to, keep an open mind and always be open to new opportunities and never shut anything down, at face value. Like, oh, I'm not sure this is gonna match my vibe or my branding. It's more of just like, enjoy the opportunities that you get. And I think as anyone in the industry can relate to, it's just you have to take advantage of where you're at and what's available to you. So
right.
that's what my mom's pretty much given me.
Chris, how does it feel?
I'm definitely.
It's weird. Is it weird?
Well, I'm definitely taking advantage of my son right now. He is living all of my dreams. I've always wanted to become a singer, but it's never wanted me.
Yeah, no, come on.
Now it's all him.
Okay, I mean, what's it feel like though? I mean, to see your son sort of be as successful, these doors opening up. And it must be hard to sort of keep your hands off at the same time, give him enough free rein to sort of find his own way.
Well, he always has this idea of what he wants doing, and I feel so proud that he'd actually come in. Mom, does it sound good? I mean, in my opinion, if it actually sounds good. But I guess that's always the big difference when you do something that you absolutely love. I mean, it is truly his passion. I mean, he has other interests, but this is something that just radiates from inside him, which is why it's so
proud. Look at that proud mom moment.
Here, another picture.
And I love the pictures. It looks like you guys are really tight and you guys have this great relationship. But at the same time, like I said, you obviously sort of giving him free rein to find his own way. And he certainly has found his own way and made his own mark. So with that, I want to say congratulations to you, Paolo. And thank you so much for joining us here on New Day. Mag-breakfast ka na daw, sabi ng mama mo.
Thank you for having me again. It's been fun.
It's a real pleasure. Congratulations.